Welcome. Monty Don contacted me this week and said, Steve Dog, could you run Gardener's World again? Because you're doing some wonderful things in this new season. And I said, yes, I can, Monty Don. And that's why this must be Gardener's World. Welcome back. Have we got a show in store for you this week as we continue in the new season of Gardener's World? First of all, who's this guy? That's right, that is Titch Marshmallow. He might actually do something this week because we've got a big job. We want to relocate, and that's what everyone's doing at the moment. They're relocating, aren't they? We're relocating a rose. That's right. Titch Marshmallow will be doing that in a moment. Also over there, who's that guy? Yes, that's Monty Dog. Monty has got some treats for you in the garden this week. What? Who knows? There's only one way to find out in a minute. And of course, yeah, you've guessed it, it's Dave the Shrub. Dave is always here with some words of encouragement and some tips, maybe for the weekend. Who knows? Anyway, let's get on with the show as we go into Gardener's World. Hi there, I'm Titch Marshmallow, and today we got to move a rose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig the rose out of one hole and I'm going to chuck it in another hole. And when you move roses, you need to move them at an appropriate time of year from an inappropriate location. You need to move them into a location that is appropriate, otherwise called an appropriate location. So sit back, relax, and just watch how easy it is to move a rose from one location to another. I've got things on my arms called sleeves to protect my arms, and I'll be wearing gloves. So always make sure you're wearing the appropriate gubbins for the job. Let's do this right now. So that came out as easy as pie, as we say in the rose world. Let me think of these things have got prickles. Just remember that. Roses have prickles. Sometimes referred to as thorns. Right. Let's flip the camera around and show you the rooting area of the rose. So this, folks, is what rose enthusiasts call the rooting area, and it comprises of roots in an area. Then you've got the long bits, as they're called, and then those bits up there are called the top bits. So I'm going to get Monty Dog, Monty Dog, to dig out another hole for us to put this rose into. Okay, so over to you, Monty. Can you dig me a hole, please, to put rose into, please? Monty, thanks for that. Titch, make sure the lens is nice and clean. I'm going to dig you a hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to need a bucket to chuck stuff in. Let's get a bucket. Let's chuck stuff from hole into bucket. That's one hole dug to specifications. Titch Marshmallow, now back over to you to plant that rose bush. Titch. Thanks for that, Monty Dog. Right, before we put this rose into the ground, we need to do some rose maintenance. So first of all, these bits here that are brown, as in life, we don't like brown bits, and this is effectively a dead bit, so I'm going to cut those off there in an appropriate way, and what that will do is give us, there's another dead bit there, see that? I'm going to nip that one just in there, and this will prevent this will enhance and promote new growth into the new season. So right, it's time to plant this rose. Okay. Stake that one in just to provide some support while it beds in properly, and I've given it a good drink as it starts its new season. Back to you, Steve Dog. Thanks for that, Titch. What a great job, what a fantastic job. Well, we're going to bring a new couple of features in to Gardener's Word over the coming weeks, some following demand from the many fans out there, many viewers. First of all, we're going to be opening up our greenhouse, which we'll be showing you all about next week. And then, of course, some of you will have noticed we've got a new shed. The big question is, what is behind the shed? We'll give you all those answers next week. But first, So over to Dave the Shrub for some words of wisdom and some thoughts for the weekend. Dave.
Make sure you plant your roses in an appropriate location.
Thank you, Dave. I couldn't have said that better myself. That is great advice, and I'm sure the viewers are thankful and will take on board those words in the coming week in this new season. So here we are, of course, in Honeysuckle Corner, but it's time to say goodbye from Honeysuckle Corner and from Short Meadow this week as we continue the new season of Gardener's World next week. Have a great week out there in the garden, and remember this: when you're out in the garden, work with nature in a way that works with your garden. See you next time, Gardener's World. I couldn't have said it better myself.